Hey guys! I'm so excited that I can make some videos for you all to, practice some more Spanish vocab and get into it and practice all our Spanish because we all know I love Spanish. And you should too! So today with this video, we're gonna dive back into some of the vocab we started right before we left, and we're gonna get into some more deeper vocab with some stuff that I think you all would enjoy. So for this video, we're going to be talking about some certain kitchen vocab that I think you all would enjoy learning. So you all can talk about how you cooked something or what you ate, since we're all at home right now and we all know we're eating a lot. Because if you're not, are we really quarantining? I don't know. So we're going to dive into first starting off with appliances and other things. But I want to ask you all a question, and I'm going to put it down below for you all to answer. This one won't be graded. I just want to see if you all know any kitchen vocab in Spanish. Let me know if you know any appliances or utensils, whatever you know, I want to see. Okay, so just put that down below. And if you all want to get your vocab sheets out for house vocab that you have, I would get that out so you can write all this stuff down. Okay, so let's get started. So first off, we have a couple appliances so that you can talk about how you cooked something or made something. These are all important and generic enough appliances that we all kind of use, okay? So this first one is una licuadora. This is a blender. If you want help remembering it, liqua for liquid, because the blenders make something liquid, if that helps you remember that word. Next down below, you also might be able to guess this one. So it says un microondas. If you look at it, we've got micro. And what word do we have for a kitchen appliance that starts with micro? You got it right. It's a microwave. So we got un microondas is a microwave. Because, I'm using my microwave a lot right now. You probably are too. Next, these next two things are probably what your mom's using to cook at home. First up, we got un horno, and that is an oven. So that's what we use to bake things, cook stuff in the oven. So un horno is an oven. Then right below, una estufa is a stove. So estufa for stove. So we cook on the stove top, we use our pots and pans, cook a bunch of different things. And then last one, if you look at this one, you might be able to guess this one as well. It says una tostadora. So what do we think that one could be? This means a toaster. This is a toaster. So those are several appliances that we use. And now we're gonna dive into dishes and utensils that we all use all the time. So first up, we have una taza. Una taza is a bowl. And this word can also actually be used if you're talking about measuring things, because una taza also means like a measuring cup. Una taza is 1 cup, which might trick you later, but just wait. Un plato, if you look at that, we all can probably, wow, even in recording I still can't talk. Are we shocked? Okay, un plato is a plate. So if we look at that, we can just remove that O. It's a plate. A lot of times our words in Spanish look very much like words in English. Then we have un vaso. Un vaso is a glass. So the glass that we put our drinks in. Sometimes I like to think of a vase. We put water in for flowers. You put water in for flowers. That's their thing that they drink out of. Un vaso is a glass that we drink out of, okay? And then next up, we have our 3 main utensils that we eat with. First up, we have un tenedor. Un tenedor is a fork. Next up, we have 2 that for most of my childhood and still to this day, I often get confused with. But first we have un cuchillo, and that is a knife. Un cuchillo is a knife, and una cuchara is a spoon. Una cuchara is a spoon, and un cuchillo is a knife, okay? So make sure You really try to focus on those because those can get confusing because they both start with the same sounds, okay? And then lastly, I've got some words for things of what you would use to, clean your dishes. So we've got two right here because these are our common things to use. So un fregadero is actually a sink, which you would think that's a very weird word for sink. But fregadero means sink. I think of the company for appliances Frigidaire, and that helps me remember it's a sink. I don't know why, but it does. Maybe it'll help you as well. And then down below is un lavaplatos, and that is basically a direct translation for the word we use in English. Because lava, we have learned this word before. The word for lavar is to wash. And then platos, we learned earlier, is plates. So un lavaplatos is a dishwasher. They just switch it. So to wash dishes, lavaplatos, okay? So those are some new words we've learned that can help us talk with our family about what we're cooking, what we're eating with. Maybe you're helping your mom or dad or whoever with dishes, and you can say, I'm using the sink, or I'm using the dishwasher. So you can start using these words at home as well. So I want to see what you've learned, and I'm going to put a question down below, but I'm going to break down how we're going to answer it, okay? So I want you to tell me what is something that you are eating a lot right now at home. For me, I think it's been pizza. So I would put that I'm eating pizza, and I want you to tell me what you're using, like a dish and a utensil for what you are using to eat your food. And then I want you to tell me whether you're cooking it or your mom is cooking it. What appliance was used to make that food? And we've got plenty of appliances listed up above. So tell me what appliance we're using to cook, and tell me what you're using to clean your dishes after. Whether that's a sink and you're just washing them by hand, or whether that's the dishwasher. So I've written down a base sentence for how I want you all to answer this and tell me what you're doing. So we've got our fancy dancy words. Wow, still can't talk. Fancy word here, comer. We all know what that is. Comer means to eat. So I want you to conjugate that. Tell me whether you're eating it or your whole family is eating it. So it's I or we, whatever conjugation you want. Tell me your conjugation for I'm eating. Tell me what food. You can leave that in English. I want to know what you're eating, okay? Or you can pick one of the words that we've learned in Spanish, like espagueti or pizza, because pizza is the same in English and in Spanish. And then I've got the word con. We've learned that that means with. So I'm eating food with. Tell me what dish you're using, whether that's a bowl, a plate, or a glass. Because if you're making a smoothie, you're going to use a glass, probably. And then what utensil you're using. Whether that's a fork, a spoon, or if you use a knife mainly for that, okay? And then I want you to tell me what appliance was made to use it. We've got a word here that you might know or you might not. The word is usar, which means to use. So, and it's an AR verb, and it's a normal conjugation. So we just conjugate that, again, with I or we, or if it's your mom, she, conjugate that word. Tell me what appliance was used, whether that was the microwave, if you're making, goodness gracious, like bagel bites or pizza rolls. If you're using that, you can use microwave, or if you made a smoothie, you use the blender. And then this word, that's two words, wow. These two words, para cocinar, it means to cook. So I used, or she used, or we use whatever appliance to cook. And then we all know what E means. It means and. And then what option you use to wash your dishes. And then para limpiar. And we learned this in our most recent vocabulary. It means to clean. So our sentence will end up being, if I filled this in English, I eat pizza with a plate and a fork. I use an oven to cook, and I use a dishwasher to clean. And that's what that would be in English, so I want you to tell me in Spanish what you would use. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this little extra lesson. I hope to see you all again. If not, I've loved teaching you all. I just want everyone to know that. Thank you.